Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Retro and Wolf. Back to our regularly scheduled program. Actually, I'm gonna turn on a normal light here. Let there be light. Okay. So just me tonight. And I decided I've had a rough couple days. I want to play retro games. I'm known for retro. I'm gonna play retro. This is happening. Let's see. So, I put a poll up in our Discord, and, I decided, you know what, let's just see what people say. And, the most votes went to the Power Rangers games on the Super Nintendo. There were two that were good. There were like 4 or 5 total. 2 that were good, in my opinion. So we're gonna go with, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. Loosely based on the movie. Yeah. Here we go. And the music's awesome. Hi, Wolf Angel. Yes, normally Wolf Angel would be here next to me, but tonight she is caught up with other things, so here I am. I'm just gonna take a moment and appreciate this intro music. Played on a MIDI keyboard. I feel like I can't headbang without my long hair. I feel naked. It's all gone. Alright. Here we go. Alright, so the question... Who should I be? So I've only got a few moments to decide. I've got the Black Ranger Adam, the Pink Ranger Kimberly, Red Ranger Rocky, White Ranger Tommy, Blue Ranger Billy, and Yellow Ranger Aisha. Somebody pick a color. Or it's got to pick for me. Hurry up! Red! Alright, we're going to be Rocky. Oh, love this music. And when we defeat the putty, they drop these lightning bolts, and when we collect enough of them, we can morph. So you wanna beat all of them, ultimately. But it's very reminiscent of like the side-scrolling like Double Dragon games. Oh. I gotta get reacquainted with the controls. It even tells you like when you can go. Double Dragon would be a fun one to do on stream sometime. Power Ranger version of Street Fighter. Kind of. Well, there is actually a Power Ranger version of Street Fighter. It's one of the ones that's not so good on the Super Nintendo. Can we morph? Yay! Red Ranger! And basically all that happens when you morph is you get twice as strong. So enemies that would normally take 2 hits to knock out, now take 1. And like if you hang out in the street, you'll like get hit by a car, which I guess is fairly accurate to real life. I would know. And once you refill your power gauge on this, you get to use a special ability that like affects the entire screen, so like knocks out like everybody on screen, or does tons of damage to a boss, which is what I'm saving it for. And in case any of you were wondering, none of this happened in the movie. We're playing the streets as a kid, and somebody yelling car whenever they saw a car coming. Yeah. kind of like most superheroes, like, you're not fully held accountable for all the destruction you cause, which is kind of convenient. Ah, got knocked out. Okay. Sorry, morphing back in. Good to go. So this game is major nostalgia fuel for me because when I was a kid, I used to rent this when I would go to my grandmother's. She had a Super Nintendo. I didn't have a Super Nintendo growing up. I had a regular Nintendo. And then like the next game console I owned after a Game Boy was a Nintendo 64. So like I didn't have a Sega or a Super Nintendo, but I went to my grandmother's every year for like a week. Yeah, the Game Gear version is a lot different. Honestly, I prefer the Super Nintendo, because there's also a Sega version of this, and I prefer the Super Nintendo version a lot more. The controls were a lot better. Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, Wonder Woman, yeah, they wreck things and people cheer, but if you Wreck-It Ralph wrecks things, people get mad, right? Yes, hi Medic, by the way. I saw your comment. Ah! Alright. Last life. The whole mall is on fire right now. And we're just like casually waltzing through defeating enemies. I've also got the other Power Ranger, Super Nintendo Power Ranger game that I've got that I can load up too. Should even do the death counter again. No, I don't need to feel bad enough about myself. Yay! Alright, here we go. What miniatures are you painting right now, Wolf? Yay! We completed the first level, and now we're going to the first boss. On 1 health and no life. We got this. Speedrun doesn't seem very optimized. You're telling me. This enemy's not too terribly hard. Ah, and I say that as he kills me. Very spectacular. I didn't even finish the first boss. A difficult chess piece, Dragonite from Mewtwo Strikes Back, and Cubone. Alright, so we were Red Ranger. Let's be somebody else. Somebody pick something other than red. We have yellow, blue, white, pink, and black still to choose from. I mean, I could be the Red Ranger again, but let's add some variety. Blue, my personal favorite. Next, like, blue is my first favorite, then white. Because I love the character of Billy. Imagine with your Digimon Discord, you got your treasure button. Right? Well, what's funny is in the original series, I think it was around season 2, Billy suddenly doesn't have like the super nerdy glasses, and it's because David Yost, he was basically so tired of the way they dressed him. Because David Yost is a like award-winning gymnast in real life, and he was so tired of the dumpy way they dressed him with the overalls and the suspenders and the big like oversized shirts and just the look they gave him, that he was like, you know what, screw it. So he just went out on set without the overalls and took the glasses off, and suddenly we see like a muscle tone to him that we hadn't seen before. It was always there, but they were deliberately trying to make him look like the stereotypical nerd who became a superhero. Yeah, he did all of his gymnastics. Like in the first couple seasons, they didn't have stunt doubles. They were all actual martial artists or gymnasts, was a requirement. And then like they would choreograph the fight scenes literally like an hour before they would film them. Sometimes less. But yeah, I loved Billy because I was like the crazy nerd when I was a kid, imagine that. And you know, it was hard for me to make friends. A lot of people like, it always felt like I spoke a language other people didn't speak. And it came off as like, to everybody I sounded like the know-it-all nerd. And to like see a character like Billy who had a hard time making friends, was super nerdy, was, you know, picked on and bullied all the time, even though he was smart, like, to see that he could have friends who like respected him and that he could still be a superhero when I'm like 6 years old is a huge deal for me, and like really made me identify with him. And it's like, yeah, everybody wants to be, you know, the rebel Tommy, who was the White Ranger, who had the long hair and the earring, or everybody wanted to be the leader Jason, and yeah, those are cool characters, but to me it was always like Billy was the coolest character because he was the nerd that people didn't really understand. And ultimately, the way they did David Yost in the series was not cool. Some of the stuff he had to go through. You wanted to be Kimberly, but you couldn't fight in the skirt. Right? Which I guess their next season of Power Rangers, David Yost, for the first time in 25 years, is coming back to the series for a special episode, which is really cool. Because they've done episodes where they've brought back past Rangers before, and he swore he'd never come back to the franchise, but he's doing it, and I think it's awesome. And I'm very excited. Bring back the Ninja Turtles as special guests. Yes, there was a Ninja Turtle Power Ranger crossover episode, and it was weird. Because I think at the beginning, because they didn't come from the same world, like, they thought the other one was the enemy. Like, the Power Rangers thought that Ninja Turtles were, like, invaders or something. And, the Turtles thought that the Power Rangers were like wannabe heroes. I forget the plot. And they end up ultimately, it was like a two-parter episode, and they end up ultimately teaming up together. But, yeah, they did do a 90s Power Ranger Ninja Turtle crossover, and it was epic. And yes, that is the right use of that word. Alright, we got a little more health and more life this time going into it. Not that it matters, because I'm getting my butt kicked anyway. Oh, cool, I can just duck under his attack. I didn't realize that. That makes this, like, so much easier. Haha! Got him! Woohoo! And then it gives you this, like, the Sonic the Hedgehog style stage 1 clear with, like, your score. Alright, now we can be a different color ranger. Who are we doing? Medic, you choose. Pick a color. Yellow, Aisha. I had the chance last summer at the Central Florida Comic-Con to meet the actress who played Aisha, and she was Karen Ashley, and she was such a sweetheart and just the most friendly, like one of the most friendly people I've met. Just so cool and like reminisced about like Power Rangers with me, and it was just a really cool person. Absolutely loves her fans. Shorter than I thought she would be, which I'm 6'2", so everybody's a little bit shorter than me. But yeah, she was definitely considerably shorter than me. But no, she was a really awesome person, and so were Paul Schreier and Jason Narby. Bulk and Skull, both amazing human beings. Big shout outs to them, and letting me interview them and just be really cool. Because like when you meet like people that you grew up watching, you always hope that they're gonna be decent human beings, and then you find out that they are, and it's really cool. Because it really sucks when you meet them and they're not decent human beings. I've had that. Haha! Morphin' time! I'm so glad your health refills when you morph. Come on. And in case anybody was wondering who hasn't seen the movie, yes, this is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. None of this happens in the movie. At all. Not even close. Cracks me up. They've got a grenade launcher from across the arena. You're almost off your 12-hour shift. Nice! But that feels good. Can't wait to hit the gym. Your Wizardmon is about to Digivolve. Now, is it actually like Digimon, or is it like just like a knockoff of Digimon? So I know I remember you said you had to order it from Japan. So probably, if I had to guess, would say it actually is Digimon, but it's a Digimon Vital Bracelet. Ow! And I just jumped off the ledge. It's legit, and you're happy. Oh, so you did find a Discord community for it. That's cool. Alright, so we're at another boss level that we never see in the movie. Why don't you think you'll be able to do the chess piece? Ah! Shape that you can't get the brush to where you need the paint to go. Oh. Because there's two spaces across the room, you can't put the king in check. Alright, so I'm going to switch to a different Power Ranger game. We're going to go to the other one, because why not? This is actually the first one that came out. Alright, so once again, you need to choose a ranger here. I think I'm gonna go with the Black Ranger this time. Zack. I should play the Beavis and Butthead game. This one's even more reminiscent of, like, the Double Dragon side-score beat-em-ups. Right? Like, the music is amazing. Way better than it had any right to be for the like, era it's in. And on this one, you don't morph until you get... This one's a little closer to the TV show, where you don't really morph until you get to the boss, which is how it always was. Like, they would always fight the Putty Patrol as humans, and then they would morph, like, when they absolutely needed to, which is right here, where you see the boss for the first time. Wolf Angel has a question for Medic. Regular color scheme or shiny Cubone? I guess shiny is what you're going for by when you say other colors, different colors. Different to the Alolan Marowak color scheme. That'd be cool. I love how I can just like completely mess up these cars. And just everybody's like, oh, okay, no, it's fine. It's just a Power Ranger just destroying things. It's alright. They have amazing insurance. You know, if I lived in a superhero city, you had better believe I would have, like, amazing insurance on everything. Boss fight! Come on. Flashy, don't look. For those of you who may be visually photosensitive, yeah, one thing too about early retro games is they didn't care if the screen got flashy back then. Oh, sorry about your luck. Hooray! We beat the boss. We actually didn't die at all. Oh, and this is back when it gave you passwords for the different levels. I wonder if there was anything cool that Super Sentai got before we did. Well, White Ranger was exclusive to the US. But originally in the Japanese Super Sentai, it was the Red Ranger and the Green Ranger were brothers. And the original Yellow Ranger was a guy, which is why when you watch the American version, the Pink Ranger has a skirt and the Yellow Ranger does it, in spite of the fact that in their alter egos they're both girls. is because they used the Japanese footage, and in the Japanese footage, the Yellow Ranger was a guy. So... What cracks me up about the Yellow Ranger in this when she morphs is that she's almost like orange. The problem with the Alolan, the Cubone you have doesn't have fire at the end of its bone. Well, did the Alolan Cubone have a flaming bone club as well? It's still cool. Yeah, it is a cool color scheme. Oh, you think we're gonna get a ghost evolution of Eevee? I'm kind of surprised. There's a bunch. I'd like to see a dragon evolution of Eevee. Is that the rumor that we're gonna have called Brick? It took me a second, medic. I'm waiting for a fire electric type because we were supposed to get one in Gen 1 and they abandoned the idea. Raichu was supposed to have a fire electric evolution. And they abandoned it before the game was finished. Yeah, they did some variant cards, but I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility to have fire electric, because you think about, like, you know, there are electrical fires, like, it can work. Like, having a fire and water type would just be, wouldn't work. Flashy flash. Steam's already a move. It's a water move that can burn the enemy. Or a Scald, I'm sorry. That's all the Pokemon can do, like Magikarp with Splash. Now, I will say, at least later on, they made it so that Magikarp could learn Tackle. I think Porygon Z should be able to learn Steam. Or Steam should be an environmental effect. Anytime a water Pokemon hits a fire Pokemon, or vice versa, like, water Pokemon hits a fire Pokemon, it's super effective, but the whole arena is covered in steam, lowering everyone's accuracy. Ah! Oh, I can wall jump. Okay. I like how it doesn't tell you that and you're supposed to just figure that out. I will tell you one model that I'm very excited. I need to set my printer to just go ahead and print it, because otherwise I'm just going to keep saying I'm going to do it, and I'm never going to do it, is I have a 3D model of Mewtwo in the armor that Giovanni puts him in the movie. And he looks awesome. Flashing screen. Come on, come here. There we go. Completely unnecessary that I killed that enemy, but who cares? Yeah, Wolf was the one who actually found that model for me. And I need to, I definitely need to get it on the printer. I feel like I also have, like, Mewtwo Shattered Chamber or something like that. I feel like that's one of the models I have. Mewtwo versus Lucario. Yep. Yeah, I've got a couple Pokemon Diorama models that I need to get made and get them listed. Oh, I hate this boss. Has no business sounding like Castlevania, right? Kind of annoys me that there's no health bar for the boss. Oh. Start the boss fight all over again. This is much harder than it looks, because you have so little time to actually react. There's one. I think I'm finding the pattern. He'll appear behind you. Nope, never mind. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think that ends my stream for tonight before I get infinitely frustrated. I want to thank you guys who came out and gave me a chance to kind of beat something up, blow off some steam. We will be back on Wednesday. Wolf will be back on Wednesday with some more Crash Bandicoot. And then we will also be going live Thursday night with some more Borderlands 2. Thanks, Medic. Love you guys. Thanks, Medic. Glad. Haircut looks pretty good. I mean, this is how my hair was for most of my life. So this isn't a huge deal for me, but it's been kind of a shock to everyone else who knows me. But all right, you guys have a wonderful evening. I'm gonna head off. Take care. Enjoy your night. Be safe. And until we see each other again, have a good time.